it's Eve here from Mystic Rainbow Tarot. Thank you for tuning in today. This is going to be a requested reading on Rosie and Jungkook. Rosie is from the K-pop group BLACKPINK and Jungkook is in BTS. So I'm just going to go forward with the reading now. So I'll just get the cards and give them a good shuffle and see what messages we get. So I have done some videos on these before. If you haven't seen them, if you'd like to check those out first. So messages about Rosie from BLACKPINK and Jungkook from BTS. Please send us messages that we're allowed to know about Rosie and Jungkook. What is happening right now with Rosie and Jungkook? Rosie and Jungkook, are they still in contact? Are they still in some kind of relationship? Rosie and Jungkook. Rosie and Jungkook. Tell us about Rosie and Jungkook. So let's just see what we get here. I'll put these cards so you can see them. Put them straight. So let's see what the first card is. So the first card is the Two of Emotion. So here we have it. Look, Rosie and Jungkook, because this card is about romantic love, as you see, and I feel that their friendship is what this card is about. So their friendship deepened into a romance that has been blossoming over time, because the bond between these two has been flourishing all along, and they have a long-term connection based on respect and understanding, because they are kindred spirits. I feel there does seem to be a natural flow to the relationship. It just feels easy for them to be in each other's company. I do feel they have become closer lately and are thankful that their chance meeting came about, which brought them together in the first place. In fact, I am getting that their meetings are kept secret because they don't want to chance paparazzi taking photos of them or asking any questions. As you can see in this card, I'll just hold it up for you. You know, the couple in this card, they actually look like they're meeting in secret. They're in the middle of the woods, which you can see is in the middle of nowhere, all the undergrowth, no one can see them. So it's a representation of how they have to meet secretly and do everything in secret. So also because they have this meaningful association, and it is kind of and it's the kind of relationship type of thing where they inspire each other, I feel, and also it fulfills them and uplifts them both. I also feel Rosie and Jungkook feel the pressure of being famous, and I can feel that in their energy, and when they are together, they hide out away from everyone and treasure that bit of time they have alone. It helps them keep sane, and I can understand that. They do miss just being normal, you know, from when they weren't famous, and just being able to walk out in public or go to the cinema without anybody knowing who they are. But I feel that they do have these secret meetings, and I see them like walking along the beach together, but it would be at night where, you know, there's not going to be any fans or photographers or anything. So yeah, I think this is how they carry on with their relationship. I feel that they do share conversations about things together. Things like, you know, how good it was before, you know, they were so famous. But I think they also feel it's funny how their fame has actually brought them together and given them a lot in common that they do talk about. And it's this warmth and fun for life and unconditional love that has grown this relationship between them. So let's see what else we have here. And this is manifest your dreams. So I'll try and put that where you can actually see it. So hold it there for you. this card relates to their relationship has been growing and, you know, becoming more romantic, and they feel like that the magnetic connection that attracted them together seems to be drawing them closer these days and transforming their relationship into this fun, happy, romantic adventure. You know, I think they take it lightly. Their feelings have grown for each other though, and I see them holding hands and sharing their feelings for each other. And I am getting that Rose and Jungkook do have dreams about each other and communicate telepathically with each other during their dreams. And I think this is because they can't be together as much as they would like to be because of their busy careers. So it's another way of contact for them. Let's see what else we have. We have the 9 of emotion. So hold this up where you can see it. And she's got kind of reddy coloured hair like Rosie there. So so with this card, this is a very good omen actually for Rosie and Jungkook. I mean, for their love life and relationship, because this card is about emotional fulfillment in their relationship and a feeling of contentment and satisfaction. And those feelings will overspill into their other relationships too, with friends and family. Because when your love life is going well and you're in love, everything seems better, and you probably know about that yourselves, and the whole world seems like paradise. And this is because I feel they are on that honeymoon phase of their romance, where all is going well and neither of them notices any bad habits or anything about each other. This is also spurred on by this being a first love romance. I do feel it's a first love romance. So what has happened is the relationship between Rosie and Jungkook has deepened and become more fulfilling for both of them. I feel like the other band members see them as a fun couple. I see Rosie likes to talk to Jennie about her secret love, and Jungkook confides in Jimin about things going on with them. So that's who they're closest with in their bands, although they all get on well with the band members with each other. So the next one is the 3 of abundance. Well, hopefully you can see that. So this relates to Rosie and Jungkook both work very well together to overcome any practical challenges and problems in their careers, and help each other with their personal lives too. Because they share this romantic connection, they have also found that they are able to confide in each other, knowing they can trust each other, which is good in the industry they're in. And there you can see the the young lady there playing the harp there, because it is relating to their music industry. So they're there for each other to solve any problems in their careers or personal life as well. I do feel they do have some differences and the odd argument, like any normal romance does. Just because they're big idols doesn't mean they don't have normal sort of relationships like you and me. But considering how young they are, they still manage to resolve these problems or differences, and have now managed to achieve a new level of closeness and loyalty. So that is lovely. So let's just look at what else we have here. So the next card is the 8 of Abundance. So I feel this relates to Rose and Jungkook trying hard to make this relationship stable and happy. This card represents loyalty, and I feel they have the willingness to put the effort in. But I keep getting messages about the lack of time they have to spend together. So they want to be together more than they are able to with their busy projects and lifestyle. I am seeing that they are both working hard away from each other on songs and dance routines to give their fans the best performances they can. But they do have the willingness to stick this out through the hard times, which relates to long periods of time apart. But they both know it's going to be tough when they're in different parts of the world, and I feel they understand it will put a strain on their romance. So, you know, because these two people are Rose and Jungkook are very dedicated to their careers. They're not just going to throw all that away. So they know they have to have relationships that fit in with their careers rather than the other way around. So they know it could go either way, even though they really want it to work out. And I really want it to work out for them. They're a lovely couple. So the next card is Celebration in the reading. And this is another good card. And this is about them. They need to celebrate all the hard work that they've done in their careers, both of them. And you know, they should be proud of everything they've done, because they've both done really well. And they, you know, their careers have brought them together, and they're both very talented and both very good singers and dancers. So this is about that. And this star at the top is also about them being stars, both being big stars, and to take some time to enjoy that, and all the wealth and achievement that's come with that. And I know their families are very proud of them. I do feel that. So I know their families are celebrating and very proud and talk about them a lot. And this is also about them too, with their relationship, Rosie and Jungkook. This relates to making future plans. They need to make think about long-term plans and what they would like. Yeah, it's a good time for that, to think how they would like this to work out for them. So let's put that down, and I'm just going to get my oracle cards and give these quick shuffle and see if there's any more messages that we can get for these two. Any further messages about Rosie and Jungkook? So messages about Rosie and Jungkook. Rosie and Jungkook. Any more messages about Rosie and Jungkook? So I'm just going to pull a few cards here and see what we have. put those to one side. So let's see what the first card is. Let's put this where you can see it. So the first card is Trust. And there they are again, depicted in the card. Together, looking lovingly at each other, embracing each other. So this card relates to Rosie and Jungkook having trust at this time that the path they are on is the right one. They must try not to lose hope and instead try and believe that whatever they want, sort of this relationship to eventually turn into, that it can happen. They've got to keep the faith. They know they are not on their own and they have each other, which is great in the industry they're in actually, because it's tough, especially for any K-pop bands. But the K-pop system unfortunately does not support long-term relationships, so they are afraid that the distance and time apart that they have to spend and they're spending away from each other might make their relationship eventually impossible. So this card has shown up to remind them that they are not alone. And look, they have each other here in the card, and maybe if they talk to their management team, they will be allowed to spend some extra time together, because their situation here is to bring them some life lessons and personal growth. So they just need to keep the faith that it will turn out well for them, but they've got to do their part and try and push it with the people over them, you know. So let's see. That's romantic feelings, this card. Hope you can see this. So, and there we have it again, the couple who look really in love and having that romantic kiss there. So this relates to Rosie and Jungkook's connection, and their feelings for each other are real. I feel, because there's such a lot of speculation about them, I feel these two share similar ambitions and goals and dreams as well. And this has been a big sort of interesting conversation and talking point for them when they're together, because they're very interested in what each other wants with their careers. They do support each other. They're like-minded with what they want, so that is good. Because if you don't have a partner that supports you with your career, it's kind of a downer, isn't it? So, but these two do. It's also helped their romance and influenced their careers in a good way. Because they do encourage each other to move forward and accomplish things in their singing careers. I feel this constant praise they give to each other motivates them, and they get more done because of it. They also understand what each other is going through with the pressures to always reach high and be very successful, because you know, the Korean way is different. They want perfection and they push them hard, but then look how fantastic their performances are. So what I feel with this is that Rosie and Jungkook are on the same wavelength when it comes to their professional paths. It's helping them both succeed, and I know their fans want them to succeed. I would just like to say what I'm getting is they are opposites in personalities and in ways of doing things. And yes, I know opposites attract. So we'll just have to wait and see if they're going to last in the future. You know, I hope they do. Anyway, at the moment, they do have a warm and compassionate romance. I feel like Rosie and Jungkook love to talk to each other and share a lot of ideas. Also, because they can't be together as often as they would like to be, due to their busy schedules, they talk on the phone as much as they can, and that really helps them, and helps keep the romance on. I think as long as these two can keep the right balance in their romance and can be open with each other, you know, share their feelings and thoughts, and as long as they're caring, and they need to have a lot of patience, because of waiting for the opportunities and chances to see each other. They'll be okay as long as they can be patient with all that. But the problem I do see here is just their busy careers keeping them apart a lot, and it's just difficult to see each other, and they see each other every few weeks, which will make it harder for them than a couple who have normal jobs and who aren't famous, who can see each other every week. So, you know, that's just how it is for them. So let's see what else we have in this reading. So we have the card very soon. So I hope you can see that. There they are, romantically, secretly there on a balcony. I do think these two have a lot of secret meetings. This card is about balance and making a choice, because there is a need for more balance in Rosie and Jungkook's lives, because they are working such long hours on their comeback projects with their careers. They are in need of more rest and doing less hours, and really need more time to nurture this relationship that they have. I am also feeling that Rosie is very bubbly and friendly. Also, she's very intelligent, and Jungkook was initially attracted to her with all of this charisma of hers going on. I think Jungkook feels she's a welcome spark of excitement in his life, and Jungkook gives Rosie a sense of security, and she loves the fun side to him. He has this fun side where he sort of larks about, and she loves that. And he is also quite caring, and he's emotional, but he tries to hide that a lot. I suppose that's not a guy's thing, is it? But this card is also about deciding what they want for the future. But I do think in the end, they will trust their own feelings and make decisions about their romance that will be best for the both of them and their careers too. So, right. So, oh look, we have the soulmate card. And there's the two soulmates in an embrace. So, yeah. So although Rosie and Jungkook started out as just friends, and romantic sparks sort of didn't fly straight away, they became closer over time. So they took their time getting to know each other, I feel, with this budding romance. So because things happened at a slower pace, they probably haven't realised that they are soulmates. I am getting they are soulmates. I feel that they have wondered about whether they are soulmates, and the answer is yes, they are. The thing is, we all have more than one soulmate, and these two have incarnated with the purpose of sharing a like-minded, a sort of like-minded and spiritual personal growth relationship together. Because they share a soul connection and a similar life path at the moment, and this is how they've come together, and we see this playing out with the fact that they are both big stars and very popular within their bands. They share this similar life purpose together and have this spiritual and personal growth through their bonding in this relationship. So it's quite interesting that they were meant to be together for their own growth at the moment, and their careers and being famous has brought them together. I feel Rosie and Jungkook feel a feeling of overwhelming sort of calmness and peace when they are together. It's just like the feeling you have when you walk through you know, your front door at home, and this is how a soulmate relationship feels. So you know when you're in a soulmate relationship because of this. They feel so right together and comfortable with each other, and they feel happy when they're together. And the thing is, you also feel like you've known each other a long time when you haven't, even sometimes when you first meet a soulmate. It's kind of like recognizing each other at a deeper level, and I'm getting that this is their first real love, the both of them. So it's a first love relationship, and they do make each other's heart flutter, so that's lovely. So Rosie feels safe when she's with Jungkook, and Jungkook feels comfortable with Rosie, and they both feel they understand each other, and there is the trust there. I don't think it was love at first sight for these two, although they love each other now. I think it started as them being magnetic to each other, and things just flowed easily for them from their first meeting. And you know, they did start as friends. They did feel that feeling as if they'd known each other a long time, because they connect on a spiritual level, because they're soulmates that transcends the physical body. And when they are in each other's arms, they do feel safe together, just like this picture. Look how safe and caring they are, like, oh, I really needed to see you again type of thing. And that's how they are. So well, I do hope it goes well for Rosie and Jungkook, and I wish them all the happiness and good luck with their romance. And thank you for watching. So I'll see you in the next video. Bye for now.